This morning I'd like to talk to you about a vision I have for a Center for Cultural Restoration, because many from our reserves have lost their vision, they've lost sight of their culture, and really to try to restore the individual Native American reserves could be quite a feat. There are those who need to come out from the reserves to relearn their culture. And so it's on my heart to develop a center for Native American cultural restoration for First Nations people. And I'm appealing to those of you who have a lot of financial supplies that might want to be a part of purchasing land and purchasing a start to this cultural restoration center. But I'd like to show you what I have. It's sort of designed about on the back of a turtle shell, and in the center here is a medicine wheel where we could have intertribal gatherings together. And then extended out from the medicine wheel of intertribal gatherings, we have each individual tribe that would come and set up their own culture. And what we would do is get someone who's really good at teaching the real culture of your tribe to come and to lead those who come out from your reserves on restoring the culture in your tribe. And then in back of that is the tribal living areas. For instance, with the Six Nations, you have the Longhouse. With the Cherokee, you have lodges, and so on. Teepees for the Lakota, the Crow. And so it's like there will be living areas where people would be taught how to hunt and gather herbs and gather food supplies. And you would live together in unity in what I call tribal life, because there's very little tribal life today in Indian land. And so it's my vision to basically purchase land to do this. I would like to call it Echota 2, because Echota, which is now underwater, of the ancient Cherokee, the Chelagee, used to be a land where there was peace. It was called the City of Peace. And so that's what I would like to rename this, is Echota 2, the City of Peace. And so if anyone has any financial backing that would like to extend this vision out to intertribal restoration of culture, that's a big part of my heart. You know, I'm 78 years old, I'm an elder, and I would like to see something established where people could go to who have been caught up in multi-generational grief, drug and alcohol addiction, poverty, suicide, poor education, etc., and learn basically our culture all over again and start it anew, because we need to restore our Native American culture. And also, it would include people from other tribes. Like I have a lot of contacts over in South America with the Caribs and the Arawaks, the Taínos, Trinidad. There's just a lot of people that I have contact with that I would like to invite as well. Also from the great Toltec Empire in Mexico with the Aztecs, the Mayans, even from Peru. And so I would like to see this be launched, preferably in the next year. So I just thought I'd share this vision with you, that if you have a vision for love, which that was a love song on my flute, and you would like to see restoration take place, then you can contact me at agapedan1@aol.com, AGAPEDAN1@AOL.com, and I'd be glad to talk with you about this. Again, this is Daniel Okinau from the Mi'kmaq, keeper of the eastern gates of this whole continent, and people of the dawn, saying, I'm challenging you to restore Native American culture, also indigenous cultures from other nations. Aho.